Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol TSLA for Tesla Inc. of course. On the left-hand side we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will of course be an update. We talk about the stock regularly here on the channel. The main thing to point out is that even though we had one of the best earnings announcements and forward guidance sort of releases here on Tesla, I mean, it didn't matter, right? The stock went down anyways along with the broad market today. So this just underscores the importance of understanding that, earnings announcements really are kind of a gamble. Sometimes even really good news can lead to negative price action. So with that kind of out of the way, what do we have going forward? Well, the most important thing that I would start to indicate here is that 900 did not hold as support. I did flip this back to a white level instead of a blue one. Remember, it was the prior all-time high, which is off the screen. Also formed some support here as well as 2 days worth of lows. And it obviously broke on today's session. More importantly, the daily support trend line broke, and we also broke underneath Monday's low with a daily bar closing down underneath. If we look left here, the next major area of support is coming from prior resistance close to that round number 800, big breakout point from in the past that led to that leg higher. That's really the next major inflection point in Tesla in my estimation, also because the daily 200 SMA is almost right around in that zone. The daily bar would also suggest that there is some more selling just based on the nature of how it closed, right? Dead on the lows here without any sort of indication from the buyers stepping up towards the end of the day. Let's take a quick look at the 30-minute intraday time frame just to get a sense for how bearish it actually was. We're going to take a couple of Fibonacci measurements. First one's coming from the high of day down to the low of the first bounce point, which is the low of that hammer candle right here. Notice that the buyers never got it anywhere close to the 38.2, so a sign of strength from the sellers actually. Then we're going to clear that one up if we could get that to remove. There we go. And then we're just going to come in from here all the way down to the true low, and there you go. There's your 38.2 right here. And what's interesting about this is it's coinciding nicely with that prior upper wick as we sort of rejected that area once during the intraday session. So I just love when this aligns with structure that's already in place based on our candles. We'll do that. Get rid of the fibs. There we go, making it a little easier on the eyes. Tomorrow is all about that area, if there's any sort of upturn in the first place. If we get rejected there, so be on the lookout for intraday inverted hammers that form up here, even just indecision dojis, things that would make you question, okay, maybe the buyers are sort of losing their strength here at this critical level. Again, we know that it's structurally important here, as well as the 38.2. It's also the back test of the daily support trend line. So there's a number of things that are saying that this big confluence area may provide serious resistance on any sort of bounce here. We would look for rollover, equal lows, and then a breakdown underneath those lows to get us into that 800 number inside of Tesla. The outlook does not look fantastic here. I'm sorry to say. I mean, the earnings announcement and everything that was said by Elon was fantastic, but it unfortunately just wasn't enough to keep stock prices high. So all of that being said, the outlook is bearish. You have the levels I'll be paying attention to and some of the patterns and psychology that I'm thinking about. If you enjoyed today's video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.